Where am I?
What is it?
Adam, we're being recorded.
What?
We're being recorded.
What? Oh!
Hi.
Hi. Hey, guys.
Welcome to my side of the room.
So, Max and I had a nice excursion into the city yesterday. In case you don't know, that would be New York City. Big Apple.
No one calls it that. You actually get stabbed in New York if you call it that.
I've called it that in New York.
Jesus Christ.
Had some funny things happen to me in New York. But so yeah. So this vlog, I think we'll be talking about
Our perspective things that we did. Our respective things that we did. So I'll do my review of Asuncion, which is Jesse Eisenberg's play that he wrote and starred in. And Adam will be...
I'll be talking about J-Moms, the Joe Moses' one-man shows, which was you'll see what I thought about it. And I might even talk about the Hunger Games, which I've just finished reading the first of, and I'm on to the second. And some funny things that happened in Times Square, stuff like that.
Yeah. Asuncion. I have been very excited for this. I've also been pronouncing it as Assumption because that's what it looks like, Assumption. And I got a membership to the theater. And it basically, if you're not a member, the tickets were like $75. If you were, and you were a student, the tickets were $15 for the member and $10 for the member and $15 for everyone else, student guests and shit. So I brought two of my friends. I met a lot of my old friends there as well. And it, like, God, it was just... Also, starring in it was Justin Bartha, who, if you don't recognize the name, you should, one, Google it. Two, he was the guy who they lost in The Hangover 1. He's the guy who was getting married in Hangover 1. Yeah, and he's right there. It's Jesse. Jesse he's the first celebrity that I, like, saw, and he was exactly the size that I pictured him, which is funny because I've always pictured celebrities either smaller or taller or thinner than they are. He was like perfect, and he at one point, God, it was very well written. Jesse plays the same character he always plays, but that character is enjoyable, so I don't see why it's like bad. You know, some people complain about it, but I actually enjoy watching Jesse kind of slowly get comfortable with like different characters. You know. And I'm not going to give away anything, but there's this one hilarious scene when they're all on acid, and Jesse he bursts into the room from the bathroom. The set is like, it's a very grungy small apartment, and it's like the small kitchen. I don't know, it's hard to describe. I'm sure you can find a picture of it somewhere. But I highly recommend it if you are in the city area and you want to go see it. I know that it might be pretty hard to get tickets, but they are pretty cheap, and it is wonderful, and it's off Broadway, so it's not. It's a quality play, and it's been a while since I've seen something really, really good. Yeah, so I give it a good 9 out of 10, which is a very high rating for me for plays. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Here's Adam.
Hey, guys! So, last night I saw J-Moms, or the Joe Moses one-man shows. Got myself a sweater. It's got a cool, like, panda thing on the back. Because, you know, the panda hat, the famous panda hat that Joe, like, wears. Really, really good. Like, I was expecting mainly Star Kid-related stuff. You know, I thought he'd be banking off of that. But actually, it was a lot of, like, short-form improv and, like, lots of sketch comedy. That was really good. Segment where he does Joe Moses Supposes. It was really another sort of improv game that I've encountered when doing theater. But so he had all of us, like, before we went in, write down some questions that we wanted to ask him. And he had a bell and, like, another guy from the comedy troupe that works at the Pit with him. And so this guy would ask him questions, and he would answer them. But if the guy didn't like the answer he gave, he would ring the bell, and Joe would have to do another answer. Which was really funny, because, like, someone asked him, like, what his favorite animal was, and it started off with being, you know, oh, I really like ducks, because, you know, I really admire waterproof animals, and then it ended up with him saying, "I am a dinosaur," and like the progression. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing it any justice, but the progression was really good. It was, it's obvious that the man has really good comedic talent. There was some really funny sketches that were like pre-recorded that were being shown while they were setting up other sketches. That was At Home with James Dean, which was absolutely funny because it essentially consisted of someone asking Joe a question and looking all sad, and then he's just like, "You're tearing me apart!" And then like someone saying, "So like 10 minutes? Yeah, okay. I'll just brush my teeth." And there's, I mean, I'm obviously not doing it justice because there's something about that moment, but to me, I think it's a new form. It's what StarKid and its affiliated members are doing is the direction I think theater needs to go in if it wants to survive. Because yeah, you can have the same people writing musicals on Broadway, but like besides that, like there needs to be new work accessible to everyone, because like everyone knows Harry Potter, so if they watch a Harry Potter musical, they'll probably find humor in it. They'll probably enjoy it. Like probably 80% of the time people enjoy it. They just, I don't know. That's just my spiel about it. I just think it's a really good thing. Now, my next thing is you run into some really funny people in Times Square. Like, I saw a homeless man yelling at a dog.
My father.
Oh, I should have said hi to him. I'm sorry.
He would have made out with you. It's weird.
Oh. I really hope this bit gets caught on the mic. So, really funny things. But at one point, I'm waiting for Max and our friends to get out of Asuncion. And I'm just sitting there, and up on the big screen, they've got the World Series game, St. Louis Cardinals versus Texas Rangers. I'm rooting for St. Louis, personally, and they won, which was awesome. I'm not big on sports, but I really like baseball and basketball. Max is really big on football, and we're both big on Quidditch. But, so you get some weird people, and I'm just sitting there watching the game. Like, they have these tables laid out, like, I'm just sitting there having a good time watching the game. I've got, like, a coffee in my hand. So, these 4, like, Barbies walk up to me, and they're like, "Oh, we recognize you from some show, blah, blah, blah." I have no idea what show they're talking about, but I also don't watch much TV, because we have no TV at college. But so I decided to prank them, because I'm like that. And so I convinced them that I was meeting my agent and the producer of Billy Elliot to try and be like the next Billy Elliot on Broadway, and
Wait,
it was...
you are?
Yeah. Didn't I tell you this?
Fuck!
You're gonna be my what's the other character's name? The little gay cross-dressing one.
Boxing gloves?
What?
I want to be your boxing gloves.
You're gonna be my boxing gloves? Come
Yeah.
here. Come on. Oh, like a koala!
But yeah, no, it sounded hilarious. That.
And it was really funny because I'm alone. Like, I really just want to go home.
I mean,
at
I
this
do
point.
that shit all the time.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's funny.
at Starbucks, every single time I'm at Starbucks, if they ask me, "What's your name?" I never say my name. I have never said Max. I always immediately just go to the first name that comes to my head, and it's usually like Jack. But unless I'm feeling creative and I know that they're gonna ask me, then I think of it ahead of time. So it's like Odin, Xavier, James. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's shit like that.
I told them my name was what was it? Peter. I gave a last name. No, I didn't say Pan. As much as I'd love to say Peter Pan.
No, yeah, it's just
yeah.
when you're in Times Square and you have a backpack. I don't know if you had a backpack.
No, I didn't.
But when you have a backpack, you really feel like you're walking to a show, to like be in it,
Yeah.
But that is the future for us.
Hopefully.
So, yeah. To sign out.
Wait.
Whoa,
Not gonna sign out. I just wanted to say, I finally started the Hunger Games. I just finished the first one. I'm literally working through the second one right now.
Peter Katniss. Or Gale Peter? President Snow.
Okay, a few
Fox face.
Okay, a few things. Wonderful book series. I avoided Hunger Games for a really long time because I thought it was another Twilight, and I just didn't want to like touch that because I heard there's like this girl Katniss and there were these two guys Peeta and Gale, and I was like, okay, like Bella and Jacob and Edward, like, come on, this does not sound original. And then I get to college and
Twilight is a quality book series.
Don't even.
I can't say what it's
Okay. But okay, so finally I get to college, and everyone that I know has said how good these games are, especially this one. So I was like, fine, okay. And we were in town one day, and I was just like, all right, I found like the first book for like $8. I was like, okay, I'll get it. Picked it up, tore through that. Every chapter is a cliffhanger. It's absolutely amazing. And I finished it as quickly as I could. And then I looked on IMDb to check out this cast. And what a flawless cast. Oh my god. Like, everyone there has been perfect. Is like, I can see it happening. I know people might have some problem with Donald Sutherland because he's a fairly big fellow. And, President Snow is supposed to be little. But I can just see it. And I am really excited for this movie. So,
So, wait. Every chapter is a cliffhanger?
yeah.
I'm pregnant.